Top of the morning, everyone. It is a Friday, finally, huh? The 8th of September, and we got a beautiful day ahead. I know that everyone is freaking out about the weather and saying that we got some massive storms that are going to be coming in later on, and I get it. I understand, but the bottom line is it's going to be a great day, and we're all going to be just fine. And we're going to have a fantastic weekend. Right now, 72 degrees and sunny. But we'll give you the details here on the forecast in just a second from Roger Hill. Today is Star Trek Day. Star Trek premiered on this day back in 1966. Are you a fan? I never really got into Star Trek. Never really was my thing. I don't know. It's JD with you. Raylene's out. I'm in, and I want to say we're gonna have a fun show this morning. We have Matthew Brothers from CV Fun, Central Vermont Fun, who's going to be with us. Jasmine White's going to be checking in with us live on the line, also from Heartless. They got a couple of big shows coming up, and Chad Hollister is going to be joining us a little bit later on this morning, right here on Aired Out. Birthdays today. We have Pink, who's 44 and still performing so well. David Arquette is 52. And I think we got a couple of local birthdays here, too. Yeah, Sam Jackman, 48. Melissa Eaton, who I've known since she was ridiculously young. I don't know how young, but she's 24, which is making me feel super old. Ivana Austin is on the list today at 44. Steve Rader, 33. Amber Putney, 63. Martha Autry's on the list today. And John Bryan is 34 years old. It is, the 8th. And as Raylene and I have been telling you all week, this weekend is absolutely jam-packed with stuff going on. I glanced through the page last night again and again this morning, and there's and Raylene said it best yesterday. She said, listen, you have no excuse. If you can't find something to do this weekend, you got to be living in a cave somewhere, because there's just a boatload of stuff going on. Some of the headlines. Hey, good morning, by the way. How you doing? I hope you're just fine. We are live in Barrie, Vermont, and I want to thank you for catching the Aired Out podcast, getting your day started with us. Not just this morning, but all the time. We have a growing audience that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we just appreciate your eyes and your ears. And give us a shout out this morning. Tell us where you are, what's going on. And how scared you were last night with those thunderstorms and what's going on. I, as many of you know, I love nature. I love, I love nature. And when it comes to things involving wind and water and the natural world, I love to just dive in head first. And sometimes take some risks. I've always been in awe over Mother Nature and just the things that happen in our natural world. And driving home last night, it was just so beautiful. There was a lightning show, but there was also a sunset, and it was happening at the same time. And it was just so it just moved me big time. I had to pull over, and I had to get out of the car because I wanted to look, I wanted to turn around and look the other way to the west and see the sun setting, that magnificent sunset that a lot of us could not see. And just like kind of to the, let's see, that would be northwest was the thunderstorm that was tracking rather quickly towards Groton. and I had to take some pictures, man, and I did, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go live. So I did, and the lightning was incredible, and then all of a sudden, it was like right there, the lightning struck, and I felt the energy from it, and I don't know. I kind of it was like right. I don't know if you saw the live shot that I did last night, but it was like crack bang, and I actually heard. If you go back and you listen, it's only a couple of minutes long, but if you go back and listen to it last night, you can actually hear the electricity. I don't know where it was, in the sky, if it was in the wires over my head, but it was like, and that crackle, and then a nice big bang, and I was like, yeah, out of here right now. Oh man, there's some wacky stuff going on in the world. Just I don't know if you're paying attention, but we're gonna get to it. Rex Thompson, where are you, buddy? What's going on?
I am trying to walk out the door, but fucking people keep calling me, and they know that it's the day of the weigh-ins.
Well, listen, I was saying I'm going to try to get you live on the air before the real chaos sets in, because I know you're headed up to the Barrie Auditorium. I have
to go get my every Friday morning, the morning of the weigh-ins, I head up to the mall and I go get myself a new outfit. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I just got done loading the trailer with all of the retail gear and all that stuff. So we're good to go.
All right. So you guys are going to be up there setting up the cage tonight for the Battle in Barrie 11 at the Barrie Auditorium. It is going to be a packed house. You got 13 on the card. It is going to be unbelievable, man. Tickets, you can get them right there at the door at this point.
Yep.
Or you can get them online.
You can actually stop up to the auditorium today. I'll have some printed tickets with me. So if you're around the auditorium and you want to purchase some tickets, just stop up and see me.
All right. And Rob Fuller and Keegan Hornstra are going to be there tonight, two of many that are going to be facing off. Tell me about what to expect.
Well, I just brought in like 4 extra security guys just for their face off. Because it's crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, they've both been warned, but Rob's been warned before. So we'll find out. Hopefully they can save it until Saturday night and fist fight then. But we're going to keep some of the biggest guys in between them to help ensure that the fight doesn't start today.
All right. So the public is invited to come up tonight around what time for the weigh-ins and media night to just mingle, see some of the fighters, speak with them. What time's all that start, Rex?
5 o'clock are the media weigh-ins.
Okay. I mean, I knew that, but I was just asking you so you could tell everyone else.
Yeah, and they start. So if people can come in, the doors are open. We don't lock the doors. If anybody's never seen the setup, this is a great time. You know, come down, meet fighters, see a little bit of the backstage kind of stuff that's going on. So you can come. Anybody can come down. If the doors are open, you're more than welcome to come in and see what we got going on.
All right, man. Tickets, DonnybrookFightPromotions.com. If you haven't...
Today is the last day to get them at the $40 rate.
VIP seats are all sold out, but you have plenty of general admission. They're $40, and if you get them at the door tomorrow, fight day, doors at, 6 o'clock, and they're $50.
Yeah. Yep, doors open at 5:45 for people that have tickets already and VIPs.
All right, man. It is going to be just incredible. We wish you all the best of luck. I'm not going to be able to be there this year. I know I'm going to miss one hell of a fight, but we can watch it on pay-per-view.
You can go to Donnybrook Fight Promotions and you can watch it right through our live stream. So you just click on a fighter's name, you go onto our DonnybrookFightPromotions.com, then you will go to our DBFP channel, and right there you'll just click on a fighter's name, and that fighter will get credit for the pay-per-view.
Wow. Very nice. Brother, good luck, man. I hope to catch up with you soon and get the hell out of the house, and we'll see you. We'll see you
Did you
tonight
see
and tomorrow.
did you see the new sweatshirts and T-shirts that we got?
They're incredible.
And they're all embroidered this time. So we'll have our standard Donnybrook sweatshirts and our standard Donnybrook T-shirts, and then we'll have a few event T-shirts also.
Nice, man. It's nice to see that retro look coming back. I love it. Kudos to you and Lucas and Don Walton and Granite City MMA. I mean, just all of you. Good luck to Chris Peralt. Not that he'll necessarily need it, but Sophia going to be in the cage for the first time, making her MMA debut. This is going to be unbelievable.
On the same card as her brother.
That unheard of.
Yeah, brother and sister. Younger sister's going to make her MMA debut.
And Cody and Austin Allen.
What's that?
And Cody and Austin Allen.
Oh, yeah, but they're fighting each other.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, man. This is it gets better every time, Rex. This is number 11, Battle and Berry 11. You've seen the signs. You've seen the yard signs. You've seen the granite sign right in Berry heading up to the auditorium. This is it, folks. Game time. It's on.
Yeah, if you see my motorcycle out there, I'm in there, and y'all are welcome.
All right, brother. Good luck, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Hey, why don't you give away a couple tickets this morning? Then let me who won them.
I'll do that right now.
All right, buddy. You give them away, and you let me know.
I'll do it right now.
On my motorcycle.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Over and out.
All right. Take care.
All right. Yeah. Look at that. Rex giving away 2 tickets right now. This is at the very minute. These are valued at $80. As of tomorrow, they'll be $100. So what the hell? Let's give them away. Let's see. The first person to post let's see. What would I come up with? First person to post up a I guess people are waiting. I guess just a funny face. First person to drop a funny face emoji in the comments, and you got yourself a pair of tickets. I'm watching right now. All right. Michael, I don't know if you're going to be going to the fights, but I hope you are. There they are right there. Chris Massey, you got it. Nice going. Congratulations. We'll get you in there. I'm going to check in with Matthew Brothers. I don't know if you know this guy. He is doing some incredible things here in the state of Vermont. And we'll see if we can get him here in just a second. Central Vermont Fun. I mean, this guy is just, man, he's got some amazing things that he's doing, and he's kind of almost a one-man band, but we're gonna chat with him here in just a second. Some of the headlines, and also don't forget Jasmine White around 9:30 this morning, and Chad Hollister at about 9:45. Some big stuff to share with you. Danny Masterson, sentenced to 30 years to life for rape. One of the big headlines this morning. That was breaking yesterday. Raylene had it all over our Facebook page. You can read all about it if you even care. Maybe you don't, and that's fine too. Something that you kind of should care about is Hurricane Lee. And I don't know if Lee is male, female. Doesn't matter. His or her, at this point, doesn't matter. The name is Lee, and he or she is big, really big now a Category 5 hurricane that is out in the Atlantic, tracking northward. Too early to tell exactly where it's going to go, but alert is on in Bermuda, the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico. Lee is again tracking to the north with 100, get this, 180 mile per hour winds. That's huge, and I'll tell you, it's not just Bermuda and Puerto Rico that should be paying attention to the track of Lee. It's all of us. It is high tide for hurricane season right now. Pardon the pun, but it is. A lot of drama unfolding on Cogswell Street yesterday. Technically in Williamstown, just over the Barrytown border, with a massive drug raid. Took out a drug house there. Barrytown police and sheriffs and state police, I think, were also involved. I don't know if you saw the pictures on the Aired Out page, but a lot of drugs and fentanyl and heroin and other drugs that were taken out there. So, outstanding job. And it was great to see at least one dog involved over there to sniff things out and take care of it. Eric Edson was taken into custody by Milton Police. We're going to post up the details on that story this morning, but a little chase that ensued. I mean, that was a big story yesterday. a lot of excitement, a lot of stuff going on. So, just keep watching the page. We'll see if we can connect here with Matthew Brothers. This guy, as I said earlier, one of the busiest dudes on the planet. Matthew, good morning.
Hey, good morning, JD. Thanks for having me on,
brother. You are. I'm not sure how you're doing everything that you are doing, but you're doing a lot. I mean, it's how did I want you to get us caught up on what's going on with Central Vermont Family Fund, but what was the inception of all this? You kind of took something that had already started and basically threw some gas on it, right, man?
I mean, yeah, that's a really good way to put it. I tried to throw some gas on it. I do want to. I mean, I've been listening to your show. I do want to make the most minor correction. You'd mentioned that I'm kind of a one-man show, and I love that. I love the sound of that, the old one-man band.
Yeah.
But I have so much help and so much support. I couldn't do it alone. But in terms of the history of things, I came into this. I'm a direct support professional by trade, so I provide, daily support, respite services, things like that to folks in the developmental disabilities community. I've been doing that for quite a while now. And this opportunity came up. One of my coworkers actually suggested me for this role of executive director of Central Vermont Families and Friends United. And I jumped at the chance. I thought it was a tremendous opportunity to serve, this community that I love. And I just feel like the luckiest guy in the room. So I get a ton of help. I love what I do. And we're trying to just keep dumping the gas on it, like you said.
Yeah, man. There's a lot that you need to convey here. There's a little bit of a change in the schedule for this beach party that was supposed to be happening.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes this summer. Of course, I know we've all, and I'm the last person that's gonna, complain about how the flood affected me. We got very lucky at our home. We were not affected. Of course, hearts break for all the businesses and all the folks affected. We weren't able to have our original party back in July at the Wrightsville recreation area. We were hoping to do, we had rented out the large shelter. We were going to have our PA system there, jamming tunes, doing karaoke. We were going to be doing grilled food to order, disc golf, cornhole, swimming, the whole nine. Obviously, the flood came through. We pushed it back. We were hoping we could get back to Wrightsville for September. Unfortunately, they had to close for the year. Can't wait to hopefully party with them next year. So we were going to go over to Waterbury, and just with the, the weather actually looks pretty nice right now. So I'm feeling like
Yeah.
it's a little misleading because there's going to be hail and thunder and lightning and stuff. So we canceled it for today, but we do have a ton of other stuff kind of in the hopper coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Please tell. Please tell.
Well, I will. I would like to just, in terms of the history of the organization. So we used to be called Central Vermont ARC. The ARC was an acronym. The R in ARC is a boo-boo word that we don't use anymore. And so we went through the process. We changed our name, CV Fun. We serve adults in the developmental disabilities community with recreational and social opportunities. That is our mission. And so I am just the luckiest guy in the room because I get to help plan, all these wonderful things and be a part of it. So I'm just grateful and lucky. Now, in terms of what we have cooking up now, looking forward into the fall, we're about to get into our season. The dance season starts in October.
Yes.
On Saturday the 28th with our CV Fun Halloween dance.
Oh, yes. Do tell, please, because this was huge last year.
Yeah, last year was amazing. It was my first involvement with this organization, was planning this kind of return dance, because with COVID and the loss of our previous director, the program had been pretty stagnant for a couple of years, and folks were so ready to get back out and see their friends and their people in the community. I mean, it's our community is built upon folks in the developmental disabilities community. That means parents, guardians, home providers, care people, friends, folks like anybody that is a part of our community, supports our community, and so we're for them. And so there was a huge need in last year, because we'd been gone for a while, and over 200 people came to the Bethany Church last Halloween. Wow. For our Halloween dance, and it was, and we go all out. If I may talk us up a little bit, yeah. We go all out with our theme. We have full decorations, full lights, all the food areas decorated. We have we welcome table that's fully decorated. People are in costumes. And this is not, one of the things I want to make clear, we don't, I'm not going to turn away, somebody younger, but, we primarily serve adults. These are adult parties. These are our fun parties. We have whole variety of food and drink, and we usually do some prizes. We have a big PA system. We take requests for music, and it really is. It's a lot of work, but it is completely worth it, and everyone has a blast.
And do you have a jar going around for donations?
Well, so right now, we do take donations whenever offered. We do have a little, like a little jar, if you will, a little box that we have donations at the dance, but right now, I'm in the process. The first year, I really built up our schedule and trying to build us if you build it, they will come kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're everywhere. We're at the Rock of Ages. We're at the Mountaineers. We're at, we're all over doing karaoke and game night and, of course, our dances. And we're doing some fantastic things with the North Branch Nature Center, who has just been the most wonderful, generous community partner to us. And even before the dance, we have a really fun kind of Halloween fall thing going on over with them. They have invited us to partake in a live owl banding.
Oh man, that is so cool. Talk to me. I got a pen in my hand, brother.
Okay, great. And let me know if you need to get a word in edgewise, because I'm known to ramble. No. So North Branch Nature Center on Saturday, October 21st. It's a late event, so we say, my bad pun is, it's going to be a hoot, but you got to be a night owl. So it starts at 7:30, and it's going to go until at least 10. So they have some very skilled naturalists there, and they gently and humanely catch owls to apply like a tracking band for research purposes.
Yep.
And we get to be there and take part in this and see the owls live in up close in person. And their staff there are the most amazing people in the world. I can't speak highly enough about them and their mission, and their whole center is just amazing. The grounds.
Yeah.
And also to big them up, they just built. I'm sure this has made your airwaves, but they just built a universally accessible trail to get around in the park. So they're doing everything right over there.
Yeah, they are. I know their garden area was hit real hard by the floods, but I see. I've been over there hiking, and I see the people back over there turning the soil and reworking the garden. So that's great to see that. But yeah, exceptional grounds. I love to get over there and shoot photography, and I love that little river that runs back through there. And it's a pretty extensive trail system that you obviously grab your phone, take a snap of the map there. But I mean, you could be in there for a long time, and all seasons too. Snowshoeing, cross country skiing. It's just it's a gem of an area. You're right.
And you said the magic word there, snowshoeing. We started our partnership with them in January of this year with a snowshoeing program. And we're definitely going to be doing more snowshoeing come January, getting out there, getting fresh air, getting exercise, being healthy. I need all the support I can get because so these are great opportunities for me to be forced into some, exercise. And also I want to point out on even before the live owl banding, our next event over there is on Wednesday, September 20th. And that's going to be a kind of a daytime event for us, 11 a.m. to 12:30 on a Wednesday. So one of the things that we're in the process of right now, and by all means, if you're hearing this and you want to provide feedback, we're on Facebook, matthew@cvfun.org. We're in the process of building a survey for our community where we can find out, are the night events working for people? Would people prefer to have events in the daytime, maybe when they had transportation or supports to get them around? And so we're trying to figure out our sweet spot because we want to have, we feel like we're offering a really eclectic and creative batch of things for folks to get involved with. We just need to make sure that they know how great this stuff is and program it at a time when folks will be available.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Get on the Facebook, drop a comment there, and check it out. I mean, we're showing it on the screen right now, what it looks like. But so what's happening on the 20th?
So on the 20th, that's kind of our nature exploration program, which we do monthly, essentially monthly with them. And it's a little bit of a mixed bag every time. If the weather's good, no rain, it's not too hot, we always try to get out, to have a little outing. We find the last time we went out there, we were kind of hunting for caterpillars, and I forget what they're called, but even before they're caterpillars, there's some tiny little worm, and then of course chrysalis phase when they're cocooned up, and then butterflies. So we go out in the wild and find them in every form. We found the butterflies, the cocoons, the caterpillars, and then circle back to their facility where they have a ton of preserved, examples or specimens, if you will, of butterflies, and then they have books, and so it's adventure, it's learning, it's cool seeing bugs up close, beautiful. I mean, I'll tell you, I discovered. Here's a hot take for you. I'm more of a moth guy than a butterfly guy.
Wow, that's so cool.
Don't adjust your sets. Don't adjust your sets. Believe it or not, moths are, if you look at them, by and large, they are pretty funky, and beautiful.
And intelligent. We saw some moon moths this summer, Lily and I. We just love that stuff. It's so cool.
Are those the ones that look like bats? You could almost mistake them for a bat if you didn't see them.
They're the ones that are like a turquoise, greenish blue color, and they're big. They're huge, and they just have these magnificently shaped wings. I mean, it's just, I just love it. I love that.
And
stuff.
what are they called?
The Luna moths.
Wednesday, September 20th, 11 a.m., North Branch Nature Center. We're going to learn about Luna moths.
Awesome.
How about that?
Can't wait, man. I honestly can't wait. And if I'm there, I'm going to snap some pictures. We're going to have some fun. Keep watch of what Matthew Brothers is doing with CV Fun, Central Vermont Family and Friends United, cvfun.org. Great stuff, man. Thanks for joining us, buddy. And we'll stay in touch with you, man. And once we get our studio back, we're going to get you in there.
Okay, last word if I could.
Please.
www.cvfun.org, cvfun.org, has our calendar, has all the ways to get a hold of us, all the ways to support us. And JD, I hope you know that you would be a guest of honor at the owl banding and your camera too. So please, we want to get you out to hang one of these nights. We're a fun crowd.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
All right, buddy. And we'll we're going to remind everyone about this too. So don't feel like you need to write this down and remember it yourself. We will be promoting it heavily here on Air Now. Promise you that. Thanks to Matthew Brothers. Great guy. I think I've only met him once, but just a super dude. Doing great work in our community. We got a hot one today, mid-80s again. Some showers and some thunderstorms may be moving into the picture by this afternoon. Jasmine Hart, I think she's with me. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, man?
So glad to have you on this morning.
Excited to be here.
I was thinking about you this morning because it's the anniversary of Dreamboat Annie.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Can you believe they've been rocking the stages for over 50 years,
Isn't
man?
that something else? What was it,
and
70?
She's still doing it.
What was it, 70? What year was that? I don't even
73.
know. 73.
Mm-hmm.
I was 3. How old were you? Will you even tell
I was
us?
a sperm.
Oh, my God. How are you, honey? Are you doing all right?
I'm doing amazing, man. We've got so many great things to talk about. Yeah, the band is just really on a heck of a high right now.
Yeah.
This Saturday we're going to be headed to Webster, Mass, to Indian Ranch. It's an outdoor amphitheater, a couple thousand people. They got limited tickets left, which is awesome. We're going to be doing a collab show, opening up for the headliner, which is Love Sexy, the Prince tribute. But joining us on stage is also Best Shot, which is the Pat Benatar tribute, Best of Foo, which is the Foo Fighters tribute out of Boston, and Speedwagon, the REO Speedwagon. So that show's going to be off the hook, and it's just been amazing. Last week we played up at Hampton Falls, which was 1 week after Ann Wilson had played the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom. A couple of her fans from the show, came to see the show, and it was amazing to hear the response, from them and to kind of be right around where she is. So it's good. She's got a new album that's dropping out.
I saw that
in a few weeks. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So,
I saw that on your page.
Yes. So we are up on the Fantastics is what she's calling the group, for it's a promotional group. So we're part of that. We're helping to push this next record, which is Another Door, that's coming out with her and the Trip Setters. Some really great new music, solo music of hers. And of course, with us in the band, we're excited to take a look and see what we can dive into as well.
We love having you on the air. I mean, it doesn't matter what, no matter where you are from, what your roots are, we love having you on the air. But you're a Barrie girl.
Yes. Vermont strong, man.
That's so cool. You went to what, Spalding?
No, actually, I was at the zoo, the U32 zoo.
Oh, you were. All right.
Yeah, so I'm a latecomer to Barrie. We bought our home here a couple years back, and I really love the Barrie community. It's changed a lot since I was younger,
yes.
But I'm pretty sure that I have like the best neighborhood in all of Barrie, because all of our neighbors kind of check in with each other every day. It's kind of like a 1950s neighborhood,
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
I do
It's the
too.
way it should be. Tell us about your 8-piece. We got a picture of you guys up on the screen right now.
Sure. So 8 pieces. Oh my gosh. So from left to right, we got Kevin McInerney, who's on the keys. We have Holly Mugford, who's a backup vocal. Jeff James, a lot of people in Barry know Jeff, as lead and rhythm guitar. Bob DeFeo on the drums, me front center, of course. Mike Streisberg on bass. Scott Campbell, everybody knows Scott.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Dougie Badeau, he does all of our side percussion and backing vocals as well. And he also runs the tour van. So it's,
Jeez.
he's a jack of all trades. But that's my crew. And the 8 of us couldn't be any more different from each other, but when we get on that stage, that music is just one. It's
Sure it is.
amazing.
We had you in the
So
studio. It was like one of the coldest nights that we've ever had. It was like 20 below that night that you were in the studio with us. It was a 4-piece, and just the magic that you guys brought to the airwaves of Aired Out is something that we'll never forget. But one of the things that we said, you and I both, is that look, if you're going to do a Heart tribute band, you can't do that with 4 people on a big stage. Those guys had a lot of members in the band. There was a lot of sound coming off their stage.
yes, and it's forever changed with Heart. Like they've always changed their members, but their sound has only stayed the same.
Yeah.
And it takes everything. You can't do it without the keys. You can't do it without great percussion backing you. You can't do it without those amazing leads and those perfect harmonies. But to be super clear though, we're not a Heart tribute band. We're a tribute to Ann Wilson of Heart.
Yes,
And
that's right.
yeah, so we and we're the only one in the US that actually does this.
Yes.
So we dive into Anne's catalog, which means we get to play the Zeppelin tunes that
Yes.
she's covered since 1973. We play some of the Who covers she's done. Most recently on her last album, she did a Queen cover, which I was like, "Oh yeah, Freddie Mercury, man."
Wow.
So her catalog is forever deep, which is exciting for us because we're constantly entertained and challenged with learning the new material year after year. And it keeps us on our feet, so you can't get bored with the same material. I mean, there's always going to be those standard Heart classics, Magic Man, Straight On, Barracuda, etc. But it's all the other stuff,
Sure.
and now some of her solo stuff,
Yeah.
which is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So I just love to celebrate her and all of her accomplishments, and she's over 70 and she's touring around. She's on tour right now still, and she's kicking ass and taking numbers. So it's
Are you going to
it's
go?
pretty amazing. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, funny story is that I didn't find out that she was at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom until after I'd bought the Disturbed tickets in Guilford, New Hampshire. So I was at Disturbed the night that she was a hit, but I have seen her so many times too.
Yeah.
And I get some nice conversations with her assistant Emma. And so we keep in touch, which is great.
So Webster, Mass is Rock Fest this weekend on Saturday at the Indian Ranch, and you guys are going to
Correct.
be just blasting. You got 2 shows left in 2023, and this is one of them. But the other one is at the Higher Ground on the 7th of October.
Yes, it's our homecoming show. So we haven't played Vermont in well over a year. And it's going to be amazing to see our Vermont Heartbeats all come together for the show, for the finale of the Allies tour, which was endorsed by Anne. And the whole purpose of this tour is to talk about self-love and community love and bringing people together in a time where everybody has something to argue about. It's important to be each other's allies.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
And so we're caring for that, and we celebrate that through the music of Ann Wilson. And so when we had reached out to her to get the blessing for the tour, she was like 100% yes, it's absolutely timely. Let's go, let's kick some ass. So we're pretty excited about that.
So that's in South Burlington.
South Burlington at Higher Ground, October 7th.
And
Yeah.
you want to do some tickets at some point. We'll give away some tickets, right?
Yes. So actually next week I would love to hop on and pull a random winner. I just dropped on our Facebook page the contest that's out there. And yep, there it is.
There it is.
Perfect.
It's on our page right now.
Yes, so I'll be collecting all of the comments across the social media, and JD, you and I can come together next Monday and we can select the winner. But that's 2 VIP tickets to Higher Ground, so it's not just tickets to go in there; it's tickets to come up and sit in the balcony and hang with the band,
Oh,
and just really kind of see the show from the bird's eye view and a little bit of the backstage chaos. But we wanted to be able to pick a heartbeat, that we can really share love from in that respect. And we're also hoping, in addition to, so 2024, we have something super cool happening and we're building right now. Jagged Little Thrill, which is the Alanis Morissette tribute. They're from New Jersey. We're doing a collab show with them. So it's a powerful show about love and women who just don't take it,
Yep.
And so if you have not seen Jagged Little Thrill, oh my gosh, you got to check these guys out. Melissa Schill is Alanis in every sense of the word. She is just vocally mind-blowing, and we are super honored to be able to do this collab with them. So we're going to be touring around New England with them a couple dates next year, working on some in Woodstock, New York, working on Rhode Island, working on Jersey, hopefully Pennsylvania.
So
Good stuff.
2024 is going to be huge for you guys.
It's going to be banner year, I think. It'll be, we are already booked out pretty solid through spring for our solo stuff, and then now we're adding this on top of that, so it's going to be super excited, and I'm really hoping that Melissa's able to come up to the Higher Ground show and hang with us, and see the
Is Scott Campbell going to be able to keep up with the pace here?
Are you kidding me? That guy runs as fast as I do around. It's good.
And
it's
he's
good.
He's out performing all the time. He has no downtime.
No. That's probably why we get along so well.
God, he's amazing. He's just, and he's
He's got an impeccable talent. But
talented.
honestly, all of the band members do. We couldn't do it without any one of us. And it's really incredible. And then now adding Jagged Little Thrill to the mix next year, it's just going to be a wall of sound coming at you and a very powerful show. To be so cool.
Wow.
We're super excited.
Well, we're already getting a lot of comments, but we should tell people to post more comments because everyone who's posting a comment, again, as you just said, is going to be entered to win, as you can see on your screen right now, 2 VIP tickets. All you have to do is like and share the post, comment below, heartbeat. That's it. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple. We just want to share the news. There's limited tickets left for Higher Ground, which is a good thing. But we want to sell this. We want to sell this puppy out. We want to go out at the end of the year with a big bang.
What is it? Highergroundmusic.com, I think, is the website to get the tickets. Is that the way to do it?
That's correct.
All right. Or just get on your page, Heartless, a tribute to Ann Wilson of Heart.
Yes.
And you'll have links. You'll have links there too. But don't wait on this because October 7th is around the corner. It's a little bit more than a month away.
It's less than a month. We're on
I'm sorry,
the
a little
8th
less.
now, so yeah.
Little less. Yes, a little less than a month away. So
exciting.
Oh my God, this is going to be huge. This weekend is massive. Treat yourself, folks. Hop in the car, zip over to Webster, Mass, to Rockfest at the Indian Ranch, and just treat yourself. You know why? Because you deserve it. Get yourself injected with the goodness of great music that we all love and remember from the 70s and 80s, and you're going to come away feeling wonderful. How could you not? It's really the best medicine on the planet, period.
It really is. It really is. Music speaks to everybody. It brings us together, and it creates love, and that's our whole goal.
Thanks for coming on, hon. And we'll chat with you on Monday, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back Monday, and we'll figure out who's going to be partying with us.
You got it. Keep the comments coming. Thank you ever so much, Jazz.
Thanks, JD. Take care.
What a great lady. I love chatting with her. Wow. We are just hammering it away this morning on a Friday. There's a lot going on. Obviously, a lot going on. Wow. Please keep watch of our page, what's happening, what we're up to, what we're doing, the stuff that we're promoting for this weekend. There's just a massive amount of stuff. It's almost, as I said yesterday, I think I was complaining that there's almost too much that's happening this weekend. But the Battle in Barrie, of course, with Donnybrook Fight Promotions, one of our big sponsors here at Aired Out and has been for a long time. Can't believe they're doing number 11 at the Battle in Barrie. At the Barrie Auditorium on Saturday night. Tonight is weigh-in night. You can get over. It's media night. You can get in there for free, see some of the fighters, take some photographs, and just see the cage up close, feel the energy, and then grab your tickets. DonnybrookFightPromotions.com, and you're going to want to get those tickets if you haven't yet. They're $40, and they're still considered pre-buy advance tickets. They're only $40. If you wait till the door, they're going to be $50. So don't wait on it. We're shifting gears right now. Chad Hollister is with us. Chad, hey!
City Green, aired out of Vermont.
What's going on, buddy? Where the hell are you right now?
I am in Dedham, Massachusetts at my sister's place. Come on, Oz. I'm just letting the dog out here, drinking a little morning coffee.
Yeah.
After a sold out, we returned to Boston last night to the City Winery to a sold out show
my God,
in
really?
the middle of Boston. And I left my bag there. So if anybody's going to Boston and wants to pick up my bag, that'd be really great.
Yeah. Wait, so, Chad, just fill us in, man. We just had Jasmine White on the air with us from.
Oh, I love Jazzy.
She was just. As a matter of fact, she's posting right now. Chad, what's up, buddy?
She's amazing. I'm a big fan of her as a person, as a booking agent, as a singer.
Yeah.
They're heartless. I am a fan, and she's just an amazing person. She's always looking out for us too.
Yeah. Oh, I know she is. They're going to be
gigs.
They're going to be at Rockfest tomorrow at the Indian Ranch in Webster, Mass.
There was just this great country artist there. That's awesome. They're doing that. That's a big gig. So they're getting big gigs, man.
Yeah. And the higher ground on the 7th, that'll be their final show in Vermont, their only show in Vermont, in South Burlington. So 2 shows left. This is one of 2 is tomorrow.
I just got you back. I lost you for a sec there. Sorry.
Well, you got me, man. And now you got Scott Campbell that's saying hi, Chad, on the comments here too. So
Scotty Campbell, hey buddy.
Yeah. Chad, what what's going on, buddy? So tell me about the gig last night, and obviously we're going to be talking about what's coming up here in another week or so. But
2 weeks.
What happened? What happened last night?
Well, we've been, since COVID, we've really haven't been coming to Boston. I mean, we've been doing private gigs here and there, but the reality is just these days we're trying to find listening rooms, people that give a crap about music, that want to come and hear music and not blab all the way through our entire show when we're trying to play songs that we wrote and care and love.
Wow, well said.
And so City Winery Boston is that. They have 2 venues. They have a 75-seat venue that we played last night. And then they have a bigger room in the same building. It's quite a complex, a big building, and they have a 305-seat venue. So our plan is to do this one a few times, probably a couple other times, sell it out, and then bring the big band to the larger room and rip Boston apart.
Wow.
Kid.
Wow.
It's gonna be wicked pissa. Come on. Gonna go out late night for some Wahlburgers, kid. You know, I
Oh, my
tried the
God.
Wahlburgers joke last night.
Yeah,
and
how'd it go?
Just didn't fly. I
No.
was like, come on, guys, Marky Mark, Funky Bunch.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
are you with me?
Yeah.
And then, you know, we were gonna do New Kids on the Block set. You know,
Right.
it just.
And you guys have been practicing a whole hell of a lot of the New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on, pump it. No,
No.
that's Marky Mark. Sorry.
What's going on with Wayuba, man? How is he doing?
Yauba is doing wonderful. He's been touring with the Talking Heads.
What?
Hello. Yeah, Jerry Harrison and Adrian Ballou have reformed and are doing kind of a Talking Heads all-star thing. And Yauba was touring with the band Turquoise for a bit, and Turquoise was kind of the brainchild of that setup there. And so he's been, you know, traveling with those guys and just killing it. And so he's doing well. And, you know, he plays and plays with everybody.
Yeah.
So he's he's doing great, man. He's going to be there on September 23rd at the Double E in Essex, which is our show that has turned into a flood benefit.
Yes.
And,
tell me about that, please.
Well,
you're trying to help out businesses.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to donate some money to a couple of our local businesses. We've raised, you know, thanks to our mutual sponsor, Optical Expressions.
Yes.
And a bunch of our fans and friends. We had raised a couple $1,000, and then a buddy of mine from high school, Larry Jalbert, says, I'll match it. So we're at $4,000. And now, you know, we're just going to keep building. I bought a guitar from Godin Guitars that I endorse, and I'm going to raffle that off. We're going to raffle off a couple of Optical Expressions sunglasses, maybe the pair that you're wearing on your head right now.
Oh my God! Yeah, actually, the glasses that I am wearing right now are from Optical Expressions.
Of course.
My other pair for the for driving, that's in my car. That's from Optical Expressions. But yeah, their sunglasses are absolutely kick ass, man. I love them so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little shameless plug for Optical.
Exactly. So we're going to do a raffle, and then the Double E is going to donate part of the proceeds of the night, and it's just going to be an amazing evening. All 9 of us on this huge stage, killer sound. We're going to be using the screen behind us. The sound engineer, Veronica, she's brilliant and is really taking on this show with vigor. And we're just really excited to bring the big band home. Like, you know, the last time we were around is pre-COVID at Spruce Peak. And so people haven't been able to see, you know, like, when's the big band coming? And so this is your time to get out and come see us and hang out. There's definitely tickets available. They're available at EssexExperience.com. And we'd love to see you, because it's going to be a really electric evening for sure. And helping out our friends and neighbors. I mean, you're the king of that, my friend. I follow you and all of your endeavors, and I just always appreciate you and Raylene and Aired Out. You know, I drove past your building the other day and just see the Aired Out sign and all the stacked boxes and the caved in ceilings and the stuff, and that just nothing can stop you from doing good. So I just appreciate you continuing to get the word out and to highlight your friends and let people know what's going on in the world. And we're still going. You know, I tell you, Montpelier is slowly on its way back, but it's a long road. And I think that's the thing, that if you live in Burlington or you live away, that when out of sight, out of mind, if you're not driving through that town every day, you forget. And it's not anything that anybody means to do, but I think it's just really important to just know that we have so much work to do. I mean, this is going to be my second benefit. Then I'm part of another one with good buddy Chris Gruen at Bent Nails, and that's on September 30th. And then we're doing a Highland Center for the Arts, another benefit for flood recovery with Patty Casey and Andy Pitt, and just doing our due diligence in our part to try and help get town back.
Do you have a date on that Highland Center gig?
It is October something.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's just starting to be promoted now, but
right.
if you I think I do, but I don't know exactly what it is.
And you guys were just on the Higher Ground stage with Rusty Deweese, Jamie Lee Thurston, 8084.
Yeah, that was just a great evening, and just huge kudos to the 8084 crew and team. Those guys are just wonderful. They've been longtime friends of ours, and so when I was asked to be on it, I was honored, and letting them know, guys, I don't know how much pull I've got here, but we had a few hundred people at Higher Ground, and had an amazing evening of music. Jamie Lee, he's like a brother. We've kind of cut our teeth together.
Sure.
Granted, he's in Nashville, but we've known each other forever, and mutually support each other, and kind of we're the two full-time musicians, as we always joke around about, and in that it's not an easy road. People see us on stage and like, oh man, that's amazing, but they don't see all the other stuff that, the publishing deals, or the
Sure.
record deals gone bad, or the songwriting in a cubicle, or the co-writes, and all that stuff that Jamie and I do when nobody's looking.
Yes, right.
And so but it's always a pleasure to get to hang out. And then, of course, I don't know if you saw the photos, but we traded personas. So I came out, we sang little Paul Rogers, All Right Now, and I came out as Jamie Lee. I put on his shirt, I put on his cowboy hat, and he put on my glasses. I will send you the photo, because it's precious. And I came out and I was like, I'm Jamie Lee.
Oh my God.
Yeah, people.
Wow.
And he was in friggin' sneakers, jeans, and a t-shirt, and a baseball hat, which is his sound check attire.
Wow. But I mean, that's so cool. I mean, you got Primo, you got Andre McCarra. I mean, it was wow.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then Andre sat in with us, which was a blast, and of course does his high jumps that I don't know how he doesn't.
One of these days he's going to throw a disc or a hip. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know, because he bikes, he stays in shape, and he's got that beautiful wife Wendy to keep him in line, and I don't know.
Now listen, on the 23rd, the Double E. This is not the first time that you have played there. The acoustics are outstanding. The venue is just amazing.
I love it, and it's really what brought me there. My dear friend Kevin Staitzer is kind of the ambassador there. He used to be an owner, and now he's just kind of an ambassador to helping people find this venue, because it's newer. They've had real success with the outdoor venue that just closed out this past week with Brett Denon, a good buddy of ours that we've opened for it at the Barry Opera House with you there, I think.
Yep.
And so Kevin we opened for the American Authors there, and it just was, I was just so impressed by everybody there from the sound team. My daughter Riley sang with me.
Wow.
And everybody just were so kind, from I came off stage and there was a security guard that ushered me to my backstage. I'm like, whoa, this is cool. Who the heck am I? And the backstage guard there was just so kind. Everybody was really great, and so that's what really parlayed into this show. And Peter Edelman, that is kind of owns that whole complex there, has been real generous with his time Brady, is doing the socials, and so we're trying to just get people out. So anything that you guys out there can do to help this show be a huge success is just greatly appreciated. It only holds 400 folks.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I think we might be about half sold now, but we got a couple weeks to sell the other half out, and let's go.
Let's do it, man. This is the time right now. One more time with the you said EssexExperience.com to get tickets, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, man.
EssexExperience.com, and it's the double E, and it can get a little confusing because on the poster it's Nectar's Presents, which they're all kind of tied in together.
Sure.
But the double E is to make it really clear for people. There's that movie complex at Essex Way.
Right.
This is that.
Yes.
So the first theater in that complex doubles as a music venue.
Exactly.
And this is what confuses people. So I want people to know it's not confusing. That place where you've gone to the movies in Essex, where there's amazing restaurants, Black Flannels right there, a crazy whiskey distillery and brewery and tequila maker and rum. That guy, Chris, makes everything. I did a benefit there for a friend of mine, Kim, who has ALS, and Jennifer and Jeff Labonte organized this evening, and I had this private tasting, and I'm blown away. Right next door, this guy is making beer, he's making rum, tequila, gin, vodka, like crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's that whole complex. It's the first one has been converted and has unbelievable sound, beautiful stage, and beautiful lighting, and of course a large movie screen behind that we are going to integrate for the very first time ever into a Chad Hollister Band show. So as if 9 guys were not enough, we've got the Avery twins, Kevin and Matt Avery, from Barrie, Vermont, taking the stage.
Damn.
Luke LaPlante, it's the reunion of Luke, our baritone sax player. He used to have a big beard, now he's freshly shorn. And then, of course, our horn leader, Chris Peterman, will be there. Tommy Deal's coming from Connecticut on drums. Yaoba, of course, will be there. And Primo and Rudy Doth on bass, and me. All of us will be on that stage on Saturday, September 23rd. And what a love fest. We are, going to raise some money. We're going to give some raffle some amazing prizes away. If anybody is interested in getting a raffle ticket, you can get them in advance. And this is the announcement, because I'm about to announce it today. They're $10 a piece, and you can just do it through my Venmo. And then we pick all the names out of the hat that night of the show. So
where do we buy your new music?
So chadmusic.com has all of my stuff there.
Okay.
And you can go to Spotify and you can stream it for free. But if you go to my site, our new single, Inner Sovereignty, that I wrote with my sister Kip, is our first single out from the new acoustic record. And you can buy that for $1.99 on our site right now.
Wow.
And chadmusic.com is the site. All of our music you can buy, and you can get digital downloads of everything. We've got all our merch for sale on the site, but mostly we're just trying right now to survive and get people out to these shows to help our friends and neighbors reopen their businesses in Montpelier.
Yep, and enjoy some music. And it's so great that we've got live music that is back with us. I know that we're heading into the colder months, and there's some concerns of getting together with crowds and stuff. But this is just, you've got to, as we said, with jazz, just inject some music into your soul, man. Just, you got to do it. You've got to get out and see some live music.
It's so true, JD. And like you're the ticket to letting all our peeps know. And I have an idea, and you can let me know if you like it or not. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm sending you the link to the show. And I think what I think would be amazing is if people share this show, we're going to choose a winner to win a pair of tickets. How's
Fantastic.
that sound?
It's unbelievable. I love it.
So I have just, welcome to technology. I have just sent you the link to the show. And Aired Out listeners, you will see on JD and Raylene's page, Chad Hollister Band at the Double E. Share it, and everybody that shares it's going to go into the pot, and we're going to pick JD and Raylene. We'll pick a winner for a pair of tickets to Saturday, September 23rd.
Beautiful. Thank you, Chad.
So sharing is caring, of course, man.
Man, are you feeling are you feeling a little like I do? Just like yesterday, it just hit me. I was driving the car and I'm like, man, we just lost Jimmy Buffett, and then yesterday we lost Gary Wright.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I mean,
I know. Cars.
Jeez.
Yeah, that Buffett, to be quite honest, I was never a big Parrot head.
Neither was I.
I hailed Jimmy for his thing to rock and roll, his gift and his giving. But what really has hit me about Buffett is how many musicians he touched.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm seeing him on stage with Dave Grohl. I'm seeing him with the Pearl Jam boys. I mean, like James Taylor,
Sure.
Lyle Lovett. I mean, all these guys are like, man, Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimmy was a friend. Jimmy was this, like, what? People that you would not expect. And I think that, he was a songwriter that lived life to the fullest.
Yeah.
And he, he lived it. He was in his flip-flops. He was on his boat. He was sailing. He was surfing. And, like Jack Johnson, John Mayer, all these cats, they loved him. And even if you maybe, I mean, we're not crazy about his music, like Jimmy, as a person and as a liver of life, just left such an indelible mark on the history of music, and also just to so many people's lives. Like,
sure,
it's just it really amazed me. Out of everybody in the past few years that has died, he's the one that was a connector to so many people.
Yeah.
And I really love that.
And will always have more or less for lack of a better term, a cult following.
Oh gosh. I mean, some of my dearest friends, the Brownings, Marcus and Carol, I mean, those guys, lived Jimmy Buffett and live Adam Ezra and live Chad Hollister Band,
Yeah.
And it's those super fans and friends, they're friends of ours. But people, my buddy down in West Palm Beach, Matt Forrest, that used to book us in West Palm, like, he was a huge Jimmy Buffett fan.
Sure.
I mean, and so many of my friends and fans just love Buffett, and I totally get it.
Yesterday I was listening to Dreamweaver in my car.
Oh,
I don't know.
Ooh, Dreamweaver, I believe. It's so good.
Oh yeah, several times, over and over. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. And our buddy Dave Keller. I mean, look what he's doing this weekend on the State House lawn.
I know, and good buddies Dwight and Nicole. I love those guys. I just saw in Burlington. Funny enough, I had a gig with a country guy that you got to look up by the name of Jacob Rice. Do you know Jacob?
I don't.
Gosh, he's living in Nashville, but he's got Vermont roots. And Andre actually said, hey, you gotta meet this guy, and he needs a percussionist. So I was like, I can't, I'm not going to do it, but I'll see if anybody's available. Nobody was available. So last minute, I'm like, I'll do it. So I went to Guitar Center. I bought a cajon and rocked with him. And I just fell in love with this guy. Amazing songwriter, country. He's country. And he just opened for Jake Owen at the Vermont State Fair.
Wow.
Right alongside, followed 8084. They were also at the State Fair. But anyway, so is just great stuff. And this story was going somewhere, but I don't really know where.
Well, you're just coming off a gig last night in Boston, and you're going to be heading back to Vermont here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, I left my bag at the club, so I think I got to go back in and get my damn bag because I'm a dummy. And then go back, and I've got the weekend off. Hey, Sunday, everybody. I'm playing at one of my favorite venues, the Red Barn Brewing in West Danville, Vermont.
What a great place that is.
Yeah, and it's
Damn.
early. It's 3:30 to 6 p.m. this Sunday. So join us at the Red Barn. It's just me solo, and I'm going to be banging out tunes. And Lily's going to be playing her pink guitar with me, I think, as long as she is available. She might be booked. I don't know. Does she have a gig already?
I'll check with her agent.
Yeah, you got to
with
talk
her agent.
We'll talk to her producer first, and then see if her hair and makeup are ready, because she needs to have her fashion.
Lily adores you, man. She's almost 9. She's almost 9 years old, and look at your kids growing up, man.
Yeah, Riley's 18. She's in Panama, starting her gap starting her gap year. Bodie's 16, got his driver's license. Look out, God. Vermonters.
Yeah.
It's life is moving on. Katie O'Rourke was on the cover of the Times Argus today.
Really?
Thanks to Jeb Wallace for the photo there, our mutual buddy. Love that guy.
No way.
Yeah, and so we're going to PR that this week. Let's see. I don't know, go on to KatieO'RourkeArt.com. She has a paint and sip next weekend. And there's all the spots are open right now.
We're looking at it. We're looking at it right now on the Times Argus there. Great picture of her.
Yeah,
she is so talented, man. I mean, you're both lucky to have each other. What can I say?
We do balance each other out, and she's amazing, and I'm thankful for her every day. We had a nice chat this morning. As usually it's not usually her that's on the cover of the paper. So and actually, funny enough, Dave Keller sent us the article, and Katie's like, sorry, but who is this? He's like, it's Dave Keller. And so I wake up to 16 texts between my wife and Dave Keller. I'm like, hey, what's going on here, huh? No, that's okay. He already has a Katie.
Yes.
But no, and Dave is just one of my best friends, and we have grown up and cut our teeth together and call each other on the phone all the time, asking each other for advice. And I love Dave.
And he was just featured in Rolling Stone magazine
in France. I know. I mean, come on. I was like, dude, you got to parlay that into a French tour, and if you don't, I'm going to. Listen, I know Dave Keller, so can you get me gigs in France?
Oh man, Chad, listen, it's going to be a busy weekend. That's the point to point on the 23rd. There's going to be a lot of people in Vermont.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yep. Well, there's no reason to not come, So, and also, I'm going to put this out there. If you have been affected by the flood, there are a dear friend, Brooke Musia from Boston, has purchased some tickets, and we do have some left to donate to people affected by the flood. So we have the owners of Splash, Kelly and Maddie, coming with their partners. We have the former owners of the Hippie Chickpea. They unfortunately needed to close, but they're coming. And I have 4 tickets left. So if you obviously share the show, and there's going to be a pair of ticket winners there, but I do have 4 tickets left, and I'm just putting this out there. If you were affected, send a message to JD with your story, and we got 4 tickets left that I
Wow.
would be happy to dole out. They were purchased by Brooke Musia here in Boston, and she purchased 12 tickets, and so 8 are allocated for, and we have 4 left. So, let us know your story, and who knows?
Wow.
You might be coming to the show, or you can buy them. That's great too.
Yeah. That's awesome stuff, man. I can't remember the last time I was at the Double E. I think it was a Jamie show. I don't know, but it's a great venue. It's a great venue.
It is a killer venue, and they're just we can't emphasize enough how awesome the evening's going to be. And so please share all you know, and we are just going to shred that room apart for a couple hours. So get ready.
Chad, thanks for coming on with us this morning, buddy. So much.
JD, thanks for taking the time, my friend. I love you and appreciate what you guys are doing. And we're all doing our parts here to try and get our VT brothers and sisters and friends back on their feet.
You guys are doing a hell of a job, all of you. And it was great to chat with Jazz this morning as well. And
Jasmine White, Heartless. I'm a fan. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, brother.
Love you, buddy.
Thanks for hopping on, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Chad Hollister right there, live on Aired Out. Listen, give us a like, give us a comment, a share, a thumbs up, whatever you got. Let us know that you're out there, that you're watching, you're listening. It is a feel-good Friday morning. My God, it is the 8th of September already. I don't know where the time is going. It's going to be a busy weekend. Keep very close watch of the Aired Out page. Get out this weekend and do something. Donnybrook Fight Promotions bringing the Battle of Barrie 11 to the Barrie Auditorium tomorrow night, media night tonight. Again, it's free. You can get in. Just walk in, meet some of the fighters, see the weigh-in, see the face-offs. It's going to be a great night, not only tonight, but especially tomorrow night. Donnybrook Fight Promotions Battle in Barrie 11, the Barrie Auditorium. Thanks to our sponsors, and you know what? Let's throw them up on the screen right now. This is a list that is growing and growing and growing, and we love them so much. Our presenting sponsors, right there, and our supporting sponsors, right there. What the heck? Let's lift them up. CW Creative, Boltec Metal Recycling, Peak Entertainment, Ruthier's Quick Lube and Auto Center. And make sure, as always, tell your friends. Subscribe, give us a like, a thumbs up, a follow, whatever it is. Here on Aired Out. Have a great rest of your day, a fantastic weekend. Stay cool today, and look out for those afternoon thunderstorms that are going to be booming across central Vermont. Stay well, everyone. God bless.